Hello, and welcome to the Trovian Showcase. I am Insipid Von Money Currency, your host. Where are we? We are presently within the land of Candoria, wherein, if you have noticed, it is composed of sweets, goodies, yummies, and death. Let us investigate. Now, as ever, it is an opportunity for us to enjoy the scenery, the company, and the enemies thereof. Hopefully, we will have an opportunity to engage in some investigation, some interviews. It seems incredibly unlikely at this point. We are here to slay the Sunday Cenobite. How will that go for us? Poorly so far. It appears you are a waffle cone with a bit of deliciousness atop. Hello, sir. How are you doing? You seem to be spawning small versions of yourself. Very fine. And honeysuckle bees? Makes an amount of sense. Very cute, very adorable, very painful. That's not what we need in our lives now, is it? So, with that, I would note that... first things first, perhaps. We need to go ahead and tend to these affairs. Good, yes, and tended to. Marvelous. Break that there. Good. There are these small statuettes right here. Do you see them? They appear to be a person, approximately of my size, holding forward some kind of symbol. Now, there are some matters of speculation one could engage in. It could simply be a religious symbol. Simply. An odd phrasing, to be sure. It could be, however, something more symbolic. This is all very candy-based, sweets and the like. And this looks, in its own way, like a mouth with only 2 teeth in it. It would be very humorous if that were the case, but I cannot be certain. There is a version of the dungeon that we see above on a pedestal. Very strange. What is this supposed to be? It looks like a chicken of some sort. In jello form? Intriguing. Alas, we can only engage in speculation as to the meaning of it all. More of these atop flames? Are they on fire? Are they meant to be on fire? Strange, all of it, to say the least. Coming back out here, I believe, if I do recall, we saw another opportunity right there. As we saw with the desert frontier, there are many plains creatures. Plains... Oh, goodness. That one apparently had the ability to teleport me to him. How rude. Homesteads. And this, so far, does appear to emulate the nature of a homestead, or a home of some kind. We shall have to go ahead and have a peek inside before we can know any more. It does not appear that there's an entrance available on this side, unless, of course, we make one. Hello. How are we? No one home? Look at this. This is meant to be the entrance right here, and they've obviously closed it off for reasons. Couldn't tell you what they were, but they have. Oh, look at this. They have a heart chair. Do you see it? This might indicate, in general, the use of symbolism, which would indicate, again, a level of higher intelligence. Art pieces on the walls. Very fine, especially when you consider the fact that the desert frontier, where they had a camera, had no such art on the walls. That is lovely. Just lovely. Let's go downstairs, have a little peek, see if we can't have a conversation with... it's not even to be a conversation. We are looking for cursed skulls. Perhaps we can hop our way over here. More of those statuettes with the symbol held in hand. Going much deeper. I did not expect this homestead to have such a very deep basement. What is that over there? What is that to our right behind us at the moment? Let's go take a look at that. Let's go ahead and clear this business out right here. Yes, go, gentlemen, please, if you'd be so kind. Very good. Done. Marvelous. Just done. These are fish. They appear to be fish. Very strange. An excellent bit of framing they've decided to have here for the exit portal. Very strange, however, that they would construct it in this fashion. If I may be so bold, and I may. Look, that portal right there only arrives if the purveyor and defender of the facility is killed. this right here has been constructed to frame the exit portals, specifically, which implies one of two things. They've seen it before, and they knew how to construct it to frame it, or alternatively, they had an adequate understanding of the magic behind the portals that they would be able to expect where it would be. And if they could do so, if they could expect where this would be, why did they expend effort to build it so, with the knowledge that they might all be dead? A very strange people, these Candorians. I hope that we have the opportunity to learn more and ask additional questions. Now, to be clear, up until this point, the number of questions that they've answered for us, approximately 0. But one may remain hopeful. What do we have? Who do we have here? Yes? It appears like we have nothing here. And yet, there's this business right there. Oh, you're right there. What are you? Ah, very good. It's another one of the Jello chickens. Very fine. Perhaps we can find another location. There's that there. That is, oh, perfect. That is a gumball machine. Do you see it? Do you see that that is a gumball machine? I find that to be incredibly interesting. As we saw with the, oh goodness, what were they called? The Rude. Rude set. Rude. As we saw with Neon City, there are occasions where the monsters that we meet engage in very iconographic construction processes, wherein it appears that they are constructing buildings in manners that represent human iconography. We humans, we exchange a token for the contents of a gumball machine. We strive to access that which is within. All becoming a very, very keen, how to put it, comparison between our efforts to get inside presently and what this is all meant to represent. That said, we are now inside. We could go straight down. We could dig our way down. However, I find it very fascinating to make our way up this staircase. Very good, very good. The number of structures that resemble other structures in normal human fare, very, very extensive. We had the arcade machines. I've seen snow globes, presents, Christmas trees, all, again, representing things that humans assert their attention to. And then this right here, very strange to me. It completely contrasts the gumball machine above. It could be that the lackadaisical structures that they have presented on the surface are meant to draw the eye away from these structures herein. This is significantly more rigid and stark than everything else that the Candorians make. It contains lava for no good reason. One could speculate, perhaps, that this is some kind of power station that utilizes geothermal power, which would be marvelous if we could actually engage in some level of conversation with these people. I fear that ultimately our ability to do so is very much lost to us. We have these very interesting people who are unable or unwilling to communicate with us, and that is truly a shame. That does not appear to be a Candorian. That looks to be someone's home, which is fine. It is just fine. We need not expect them to always have their things look like things that are things. It's fine. It's just fine. This has been Insipid Von Money Currency, and you have been watching the Trovian Showcase. Please join us next week for the next installment of Anthropological Science.